Hello everyone. In the last video we were discussing about how India's trade with Europe via the Suez Canal was disrupting more than ever. So our alternative proposal to connect India to the Middle East and Europe via the corridor is such a welcoming move. But we also have to understand that today's geopolitics is centered around taking control of the major trade routes, and China has already taken a major leap in this direction in the form of Belt and Road Initiative. This Belt and Road Initiative was formally launched in the year 2013, and it has an infrastructure development project of worth ₹1 trillion nearly invested in more than 150 countries. China is trying to build land roads to connect mainland China to Central Asia and to Europe. It is also trying to make a sea road to connect the South China Sea to the Indian Ocean to reach Africa. So how different is BRI from IMEC? Can IMEC become an alternative to BRI? You see, both IMEC and BRI are similar in terms of their objective. They both want to develop their own trade routes, but they are different in terms of their intentions and the challenges. For example, if you see China, the majority of its trade via sea happens through the Strait of Malacca, which is off the Singapore coast, and it is a major US ally. So China is definitely looking for other sea alternatives in the form of Belt and Road initiatives. But if you consider IMEC, its major intention is only to cut down the trade distance by almost half, so that many European and the Mediterranean countries can rely on it. In terms of challenges, apart from the debt trap policy, China faces issues with India in terms of infrastructure projects in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. India openly calls this project illegal. And besides this, China's dream of consolidating its sphere of influence in the Central Asian region may not be very much welcomed by Russia, because many Central Asian republics like the Uzbekistan, the Kazakhstan are all under Russian sphere of influence. But IMEC too also has its own set of challenges. For example, many IMEC partners like the Saudi or the UAE are also BRI partners. So negotiating between two set of commitments is a really big diplomatic challenge. And besides this, the most very much challenging deal to maneuver would be to set the terms of the treaty of the infrastructure treaty between the two historical rivals, which is Israel and the Arabs. So going back to answer our question, that is IMEC an alternative to BRI? Well, it is too soon to comment now, because one is way ahead. I mean, in fact, a decade ahead in terms of its infrastructure and in terms of investment. But if we can say that if the IMEC partners can solve their own geopolitical problems, then many countries would soon offer their confidence in this trade link. And once we see that happening, then certainly one day the India-Middle East-Europe economic corridor would soon become an alternative to the BRI project. So what is your opinion on IMEC and BRI? Comment down your answers below, and do not forget to like and subscribe to our channel.